Hello, Broncos. I hope you had a great weekend, and I have a really fun little show for us today. I want to start by doing a little reading counts update. I want to tell you about some kids who did an amazing job last week, who earned all sorts of points, who are just reading. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the whole Anastasio family, to Valentina, Angelina, and Rocco. You guys are just reading off of the charts. I'm so proud of you. For example, just last week, Valentina in 4th grade got 46 points. Yeah, 46 points. And Angelina in kindergarten, she earned herself 28 points. That is amazing. And then in 5th grade, we had Miss Delianise, earned 25 points. Way to go. Gavin Savino in 4th grade earned 17 points. Mia Moore in 3rd grade earned 17 points. And Rocco Anastasio in 3rd grade earned 13 points. Way to go, guys. I also want to remind you that Miss Aronson is still looking for pictures of your distance learning, so send those to Miss Aronson. The website, her email address is right there. Oh, and there's my brand new kitty. That's Snickerdoodles. He's cute, very cuddly. And she also wants to remind our 5th graders that she needs your ads for the yearbook. So if you would like to buy your 5th grader an ad, or 5th graders, if you would like your parents or family to buy you an ad for the yearbook, make sure again that you get in touch with Miss Aronson. And now we have a book. Story time, my favorite. And this one is by Jan Brett. Yes, it is backwards, but that is Jan Brett. She wrote this book called Hedgie's Surprise, and she also illustrated it as well. Now, this story takes place in Scandinavia. Scandinavia are countries that are in Northern Europe, and it probably looks a little backwards right there, but countries in Northern Europe like Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Norway, those would all be part of Scandinavia. So that's the setting of the story and where the story takes place. And you can tell that it takes place in a different place. Look at what he's wearing. Probably not happening in current day Scandinavia. Maybe 100 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that. So this is Reading Counts. It is a 3rd grade Reading Counts book, and it is 2 points. So here is Hedgie's Surprise, and then I have a surprise for you after that. So Jan Brett, Hedgie's Surprise. Once there was a speckled hen who laid an egg every day, only to have it taken by a little tomten every morning. It all started because that tomten got tired of porridge for breakfast. Each morning, the rooster crowed as the sun came up, and Henny knew the tomten was on his way. So did the little hedgehog who lived nearby. The tomten always called out to her, "Henny, have you got a little yummy for my hungry Tommy?" The tomten climbed into the hen house, took Henny's warm, smooth egg, and ran off to cook it in his little kettle, sprinkle it with salt, and gobble it down. And then he fell fast asleep in the hayloft until evening. He slept all day. Henny didn't like the tomten taking her eggs, but she put up with it until one morning when she saw Goosey sail forth smiling and bowing, with a stream of piping goslings following her. "Oh my," Henny clucked. "Where did all those little ones come from?" "Oh, my eggs are hatching," crooned Goosey. "Here comes the last one now." And from that moment on, Henny wanted a brood, that means a group, of peeping chicks of her own. But how could she stop the tomten from taking her eggs? The next morning, when the tomten poked his head in, Henny tried. She clucked loudly and she pecked, and she flew at him, but nothing stopped that hungry tomten from taking her egg again. Look at that mischievous little boy. And notice the sides, all these illustrations, they look like cross stitch. It's a very interesting way to illustrate her pictures. No eggs, no chicks, no peeping babies. Henny wailed so loudly that she woke up the little hedgehog, her ears pouring down on top of him. Puffa, puffa, stick, stick, Hedgie went as he crawled out to talk to her. Poor Penny, I've been watching the Tomten take your eggs. I'll help you trick him into stopping. The next morning when the rooster crowed, there was Tomten. Henny, have you got a little yummy for my nearly empty tummy? Henny and Hedgie were ready. The Tomten reached for an egg and instead pulled out an acorn. Said the Tomten. What's this? And off he went to try it. The acorn was tasty, but it didn't fill him up, and he awoke in the middle of the afternoon, grumpy. Look at him. He definitely looks grumpy in his hayloft with his hair all askew and messy. The next time the Tomten arrived looking for an egg, he found a bright red strawberry. It looked bigger than the acorn, so he ran off to cook it. The strawberry was jammy and sweet, but it only filled up the Tomten a little more than the acorn had, and he woke up early. And there he is, dropping the strawberry right into his little pot to cook it. The sun had just come up when the Tomten was at the hen house again, his stomach roaring with hunger. Pushing Henny aside, he grabbed for an egg, only to find a delicious-smelling mushroom. He raced off to cook it, and as scrumptious as it was, he woke up with his little tummy growling for more. There's little Hedgie down there. He's hiding, and there's our Henny right there with an egg, hiding the egg. Cock-a-doodle! The Tomten rushed in before the rooster even finished crowing. Henny, have you got something for my hollow tummy? This time he found a smooth, round potato, even bigger than an egg. He cooked it quickly and swallowed it down and went back to his hayloft. He woke up at sunset, only half full. The Tomten had had enough. Henny, he shouted, tomorrow I want an egg for my breakfast and nothing else. If I don't find one, I'll eat you up instead. Oh my, he's having a little Tomten tantrum. What will they do now? Henny was scared. The Tomten had been tricked by an acorn, a strawberry, a mushroom, and a potato. How could they fool him again? Don't worry, Henny, Hedgie told her. Now it is time for my surprise. And he whispered in her ear. All night, Henny waited on her nest and Hedgie on his. As soon as it began to get light, Hedgie gently covered his nest with straw and got ready for the surprise. Henny and Hedgie could hear the Tomten's stomach grumbling like thunder from a mile away. He burst into the hen house, pushed Henny aside, and grabbed. Ow! He shouted, ow, ow! Puff, puff, stick, stick. He had clutched Hedgie, all closed up in a tight round ball of needle-sharp prickles. Oh, that is a big surprise. So Hedgie hid underneath. And when he went to grab an egg, he grabbed a hedgehog. Oh, goodness. Henny and Hedgie listened as the Tomten ran home, yowling. Thank you, Hedgie, Henny said, looking at her dear friend. I'm sure that Tomten won't be back here again for breakfast. But what I can't figure out is, where have you hidden my eggs? Just then, Henny heard a little beep and then another coming from Hedgie's nest. She looked over and saw the straw begin to move. 5 baby chicks peeked out of their shells and fluffed up their down. That means their baby feathers as their down. As Henny settled down with her babies, nestled all around her, the Tomten's mother was in the hayloft making breakfast for her hungry Tomten. He's eating his porridge. He looks much happier now. Hedgie, 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 you are full of surprises, Henny cried as she let her baby chicks out into the sunshine. But the little Tomten didn't hear a word. He was sound asleep, his tummy full of tasty porridge. Oh, that Henny and that Hedgie sure did pull a trick on that Tomten who kept stealing those eggs. And now, as I did say earlier, I have a surprise. I have a really sweet couple of girls from the Bordner family who want to show you their pets. They have some pet chickens at their house and they're going to show them to you. And we also have a picture that one of our students in Miss Maron's class sent. Mr. Chase sent in a picture of his little baby chicks too. So I hope you enjoy these and come back tomorrow for more. Have a great day.
Welcome to the Bordner Mini Farm. We are going to introduce our chickens to you and tell you a little bit about them.
Hi, my name is Emily. This is Rocky, and she's an Easter egger, and she lays green eggs.
Okay. So her eggs look a little bit like this. You can see the green ones.
She's the one who doesn't have the freckles. The freckles are little bits.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
My name is Claire. This is Betty, and she is an Australorp, and she lays tannish eggs like
These ones.
Okay, good. 10 eggs, all right.
Hi, I'm Olivia. This is my chicken. Her name is Gertie. She is a German Bielefelder, and she lays big tannish eggs, and is one of the biggest chickens we have, and is very, very strong. Her eggs are the biggest ones in here. They are these ones.
Oh. And where do your chickens live?
In the coop, where they can be safe from predators, like hawks and foxes, bobcats, a lot of animals like chickens.
Yes. We do turn them out during the day when we're home so that they can peck around for bugs and
They
have
also go into the hole in the fence.
to the woods. Yes, they like the woods. All right. What do they eat? What do you feed your chickens?
We feed our chickens seed and a mixture of corn that we give to them every single day, but they do enjoy things such as bugs and table scraps.
Okay.
They love spaghetti.
Yeah, that's their favorite, spaghetti. And of course they need fresh water daily. What's your favorite thing about having chickens?
They lay eggs for us.
They lay eggs for us.
They're really nice.
They're nice.
They're fun to have around.
They're fun. They're kind of silly to watch sometimes.
Yeah, they make this weird motor noise.
Yeah. Sometimes when they're happy, they purr, sort of. So they're pretty neat. Having chickens is really cool, and it's helpful for the family. But I hope you enjoyed our video, and I hope everyone has a great week.